Hello guys, good afternoon. You are welcome to my YouTube channel, the Explicit Tutorials. As you all know, we are still discussing statistics in mathematics and we have some questions on the board. And before we look at the question on the board, please, if you know you have not subscribed to this channel, I advise you subscribe so that when I upload new videos, you would be notified by YouTube. Alright, so let's get started. It said, which of the following is not a measure of dispersion? Which of the following is not a measure of dispersion? We have mode, we have mean deviation, we have range, and we have interquartile and standard deviation. Which of the following is not a measure of dispersion? We have mode, we have mean deviation, we have range, we have interquartile, and we have standard deviation. The answer to this question is option C, range, but that is wrong. Sorry about that. Range is not the answer. Range is a good example of measure of dispersion. Therefore, the answer to this question is option A. Mode is not a measure of dispersion. Therefore, we can say that mode is not a measure of dispersion. So that is the answer. Number two, which of these is a measure of dispersion? We have mode, we have range, we have mean deviation, we have interquartile, we have standard deviation. All right. Now we now have I and IV, I and I, whatever. So please, as we've said that mode is not a measure of dispersion already. So any of that carries I should be cancelled out, meaning that this and this are out of the game. All right. So the answer now lies between option C and D. All right. So please, range, mean deviation, interquartile, and standard deviation are all examples of measure of dispersion. Therefore, the answer is option D. Hope that is taken. That is taken, yeah. So they said 75, 76, 72, 73, 74, 79, 72, 72, 71, 70, 78, 73, and 77. So we should find the mode. You and I know that the mode means the number that appear the most or the number that has the highest frequency, all right? So let's look at the question. We have 5 occurring once, 76 once, 72, 1, 2, 3, okay? 73 once, 74, okay, 73 is twice, yeah? 77 once, 78 once. Therefore, the answer to this question is the mode is equal to what? 72. All right. It has frequency 3. It occurred 3 times. Isn't that correct? You have 1 here, you have 2, you have what? 3. Therefore, the answer is mode. Option. That is mode. 72 is the answer. But before I round off today's class, let me give you the formula of the various measure of dispersion. Now, I told you in our previous class that range means the difference between the biggest and the smallest number among a given set of data. Now, how do you look for the mean deviation? All right, the mean deviation is equal to summation x minus x bar over what? N. That's this x bar here means what? The mean. Then the standard, as for the variance is giving us summation x minus x bar all raised by 2 over n. Alright, what about standard deviation? It's SD, which is not deviation, is giving us the square root of variance, which is x minus x bar all over 2 then over n. For example, if you solved this and you got the value as 25, all right, so to get the standard deviation simply means the square root of 25 and that will give you 5. All right, but in the presence of frequency, I believe you know what to do. So it becomes summation f x minus x bar over, that is, don't forget about summation what? F. Don't forget there's 2 here. The same thing here, summation f then x minus x bar over what? Summation what? F. The same thing here. Summation F x minus x bar over what? Summation F. You can observe that in mean deviation, you don't have 2 here. It's not raised to the power of 2. But variance has a power of 2. Alright? But to look for the SD, which is standard deviation, you simply do the square root of variance. And that is what you have here. Thanks for watching, and do have a wonderful day. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, you better do so that when I upload new content, you would be notified by YouTube. Do have a wonderful day.